Knife dope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy is back with a fresh batch of dope. Knife dope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Can you believe that these fuckers are still cooking over there at Divo Knives? Continuing to bring us great drop after great drop. Now, what I'm going to share with you fuckers today will not be available to the peasants until January 9th. But I am connected and deep in the EDC streets, so I managed to score mine a little bit early. And so without further ado, let's get to the dope. Now, you know, I have been down with the Divo movement since their inception. Since way back in 2022, when we had the first version of the Stout, was actually a pre-order. Actually, it was the very first pre-order I ever took part in. Still traumatizes me to today. But I've been down with them ever since, pretty much buying almost all their releases. There have been a few here and there which I didn't take, but for the most part, I have been a devotee of the brand. Shout out to you, Koo Bear, for that one. But today we're going to be looking at this one, which is actually a White Mountain Knife exclusive. And as fate and luck would have it, you can actually use KnifeDope for 10% to save yourself some money. These are going to be the Mini Growler. I say these as there are 11 goddamn variants to choose from. They start out at $99 and top out at about $180. First thing I noticed when getting the knife was the change in packaging. Don't know if this is something they're going to continue to do going forward, or perhaps this was maybe something they're going to start doing like for each different model, maybe give us a different design on the box. I think that would actually be pretty cool. But the one I chose comes in at $180. Once again, they teamed up with Kubi as far as OEM goes, and they crushed it. This variant has got these dark blasted titanium scales, both sides of the knife. We get an ambidextrous tip-up wire pocket clip, D-shaped cutout for your deployment. Let's check the hoe out. Woo! And the detent is dialed the fuck in. Now, this Mini Growler is essentially a shrunken down version of the Growler version 2, coming in at 6.4 inches. Now, there have been a couple of CQI updates from version 2 of the Growler to the Mini Growler. They went ahead and they improved the plunge grind area, also gave us more access to that lock bar. And then when it came to the lock bar, they actually removed the jimping from the version 2 of the Growler and gave us a nice chamfer in place of that. Now, when it comes to ergos, you do get a nice spot to choke up on. Get yourself that full purchase, no refund. 2.75 inches of S90V. Steel of the gods. Now, the $99 version of this knife is going to offer 154 cm as a steel. No issues with that either, especially for the price point. And if you've not been paying attention, Kubi has been hitting all of their optimal heat treat set points for the HRC. On the S90V version of this knife, they're hitting it at 61 to 62. And then on the 154 cm, they're coming in at 60 to 61. All great numbers, to be honest with you. Now, that improved lock bar access really makes a difference. Very easy to disengage, no issues there. Ergonomically, no hot spots. I can get a full purchase. Love the full length jimping going down the entire spine of the blade. Such a functional jimping at that. 110 thousandths blade stock thickness. Nice flat grind. Love that belt satin finish. Dare I say another goddamn home run from them Divo boys. You know, at this point, I think it's time we start acknowledging Colin as one of the top designers in the game. You know, I know Lefty also helps with the designs over there at Divo, but for the most part, Colin is doing all the heavy lifting. Weight on this comes in at 3.1 ounces, and that's because there is a ton of micro weight reduction milling, or rather a ton of weight reduction milling going on underneath the hood. Now, they call this a nested liner lock, but, you know, upon taking it apart, the only liner is literally the lock bar. And as far as I understood, I thought that was more so a subframe lock, or rather a subliner lock. But what do I know, goddammit? Kubi crushed this one once again. I think when it comes to Divo knives, they've had a few OEMs. They use QSP, they've used Best Tech, but the majority of their knives have been OEM by Kubi. And there's a reason for that, man. I think that they've got a great relationship. Kubi manages to bring their designs to life, always at a great price. And that is no different with this mini growler. Now let's go ahead and put some knives up for some size comparison. Basically, a little bit of knife flexing. You know how the fuck we do. Gotta roll with America first. And small knives matter. Spyderco Micro Jimbo. More American dope for your palate. We're going to go with the TRM Holy Nerd. You know, I've been really, really loving TRM as of late. I think that's got to be my comeback brand for me for 2024. But stay tuned for more of that. How about some Chinese dope? I know you fuckers love it. We're going to go with the Civivi Baby Banter. Then the big brother to the Baby Banter, the Banter from Wii. So there we see those. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. More Chinese dope for your palate. We're going to go with the legendary QSP Penguin. And then last up, possibly my favorite small knife of the year, coming to us from Golden Design Works. And that, of course, is the Nugget. So there is the mini growler up against those. Now, if this mini growler was set to drop, or if it had already dropped, I would definitely have it on my end of year list, as this is a fantastic knife, people. Trust me, as you know, I'd never shit you. I don't shill for nobody. If I stand on it, I fucking stand on it. And this mini growler checks all the boxes for me. With 11 different variations to choose from, dare I say, you probably will definitely find something that speaks to you as well. Don't believe me? You're lost, people. Cosign, bitches. But more importantly, I want to know what you fuckers think. Are you a devotee of the brand too? Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something, cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.